and welcome to Retro Bay Cafe After Hours. I'm Brian Watson, here with Mik, owner of this lovely establishment, Retro Bay Cafe. We've just played Resident Evil 2, and we're here on the roundup. If you haven't seen a roundup before, we are joined by Tom, who is our producer, who has to sit and listen to me and Mik without any sound, which can't be enjoyable. And we're joined by a special guest. Every time it's a different guest, except for this time it's the same guest, because no one else wants to come on.
Hello.
So this might be our fourth member, essentially. So
kind of like.
So we'll add another member in the future, probably. This is Ross.
Hi.
So,
is he like our Ringo?
Yeah, he's Rongo.
Rongo. I quite like that name. Going to change it a lot. No.
So let's just quickly again, as we said last time, but how do you know Mik? We know you from this roundup, but how do you know Mik?
We just met each other.
I was a fan of his podcast, him and Tom's podcast.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
That was how it began.
That was how it began. And then, Gonarchs Lair.
Oh, thanks.
Off-planet transmission. That was called now.
Off-planet is what it's turned into.
Yeah, that's right. Off-planet.
It's just a rambly podcast that me and my friend do, Tom.
Lots of rambling.
Yeah, it's just ramblings. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. That sounds really patronising. Sorry, I didn't actually do check it out. So, Resident Evil 2, we've just finished. We've just defeated Mr. X, which was fun. We're going to talk about our favourite bits, worst bits, bit of the story, bit of everything. Should we just start with some favourite bits?
Favourite bits?
Do you have any favourite bits, Mik, that you want to start with before?
Some of the frights, I think.
Oh, well, that actually leads into my first one was... I'll ask you this instead. How did it feel going from Resident Evil 1 to Resident Evil 2?
Holy shit. There was a massive jump in... Intensity, yeah. It was just, from the start, it was just ridiculously intense.
I found that, we actually filmed, break through the... It's not all filmed live. We filmed the end of Resident Evil 1 on the same day that we filmed the beginning of Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
And I don't think there could have been a bigger change.
No.
We were knackered. I felt like tired at the end
I was
of Resident
drained
Evil 1.
after fighting the Tyrant and end of 1.
Yeah. And then we
3
suddenly...
times I died and did it.
We started Resident Evil 2 and it was... I think it was episode... Oh no, the first episode, you missed the guy with the headshot. The first ever zombie. You shot left, shot right, then got him. Then you ran out of ammo. And had to run away in the first episode, which is pretty good.
I mean, that's pretty standard now.
But the second episode, I think Tom could probably put a clip up, but that bit after the zombie breaks through into the police station and you ran, and everywhere you turn you get bitten.
There was just more zombies and more zombies. It was just constant. And then they can open doors. They couldn't open doors in any other one, or like in the original Resident Evil 2. Didn't open doors in Resident Evil remake, remaster, but now they can open doors.
Should we enjoy that clip one more time?
Okay. I can't get back through that door in the main hall.
Like how much you just running.
They're everywhere.
Where is the way out here? It's too dark, man. This is stressful.
Right. Well, I don't know as if you're safe now.
Oh, Jesus.
They can. Well, just let's sucker them in, and then run around.
They move their heads.
Grim.
It is, isn't it?
What did you think watching it, Ross? Did you get that vibe?
Well, there was one thing that you've hit upon there. I mean, sorry to sound mean here, but you're shooting I think there was one point where you picked up an extra part of the weapon, and you said that would. I'm forgetting what was the line you said. Something like that would be good if you were able to hit people. Because
it was 3 bullets at a time.
3 bullets missed as opposed to 1 bullet. You even took it off. And I think it's the first time I've ever seen someone get an upgrade and then not use it. Do you know what I mean?
I remember the first time I used
And I can see your face. You were like, take it off. But you wouldn't. You were like, no, I'm adamant. I'm not doing that. And later on, you begrudgingly did, didn't
The
you?
shooting got better.
I think it did, actually.
It did. I mean, there was a few really good headshots, and that was one of my favourite ones. There was some cracking headshots, but there was some.
There is one episode that starts with an amazing headshot. I
It
don't
was
know
like
if you've got
3
that
or
clip.
something like that.
Yeah,
in
there's
a row.
definitely a clip
Oh,
at the
yes,
beginning
absolutely.
where. Have you got that? Where he hits the guy straight away. Fucking hell. Fuck.
That's why, if there was a real zombie apocalypse, I wouldn't touch a gun. So I would just be bashing things.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Bashing like zombies in the head with like heavy objects.
May I ask, are you a zombie? Good. And then just smash them.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be able to tell by looking at them, surely.
Well,
I don't know. Have you?
it's a bit zombie.
You've been down the big market.
I mean, there's a bit of a difference between, like, I mean, would it be so bad if we hit the people on Spice as well, though? I don't know.
They might put up more of a fight.
Tom, what did you think of the change in pace between 1 and 2? Listen to our
It was
screams.
a lot louder. It was a lot louder. You're screaming and stuff. I couldn't get any work done. Actually, the one thing I found really funny was in the first episode of this game, where you're on your way to the police station. You literally go straight there, and I'm thinking, wow, Mick's doing really well at this. And then I realised that it was actually that's the only bit of the game you could remember from when you played it years ago. And shortly after that, your abilities plummeted quite quickly.
That sounds about right. Yeah. That sounds about right.
Well, you're getting a bit of a pace, didn't you? We haven't even
That's all right,
started.
There was something else under this umbrella, if I'll get it out of
we'll
the way.
get umbrella
Corporation.
Yeah. It's, you're also challenging the game. So the game, what it does is, it gives you enough resources. But you're challenging the game to say, you really think you can give me enough? Because the amount of herbs and you're living on the edge all the time. It is rather remarkable. But yeah, the game.
The best bit, we got a comment about this, but the comment came too late. As I said, that we do record in advance. It took till about halfway through this game for Mick to realise you could combine red and green to make.
No, I knew you could make red, you could combine, but I didn't think it did.
But why did we have halfway through this game? We have a box full of red and a box full of blue.
Yeah. It's poison.
No, but if you put a red and a blue together, they make you impervious to.
Oh yeah, sorry,
hits.
yeah.
So if you put a red,
No, they
in this one they do.
make it.
If you
so
put
you
a
get
red,
hit
a
less.
blue, and a
Way
green
impervious,
together,
but
you can't be hit.
You can be hit, but it takes you take less damage per bite. So with the one bite, we make you go to caution. It keeps you on fine for longer.
So they do.
That's new, yeah.
So the pile of red
You
and.
see, that is new. That's why I didn't know it, because it's new.
Isn't that his?
But you still did.
Like,
yeah, but
he should be doing that. shouldn't
tell
he?
him.
Navigate,
I tell
yeah.
him.
So-
There's episodes. If we go back
If
to
I
this
was
episode,
driving
Tell him to like dig through.
dig through all the footage to find me saying.
If I was
combine
driving
these.
a rally car and I crashed into a wall because you said
Hard left when it was
hard left and it was hard right, then you'd be part of
If
it.
you were driving that rally car and you're driving it off road through Asda, and I'm going, Mick, get out of Asda, and you go, what? What? Mick, get out of Asda, and you're just running people over. Mick,
But you think get out of Asda, you have to go hard left. It's a rally car, man. Certain instructions.
so when I was
It's
saying,
fallen to pieces,
stop
this.
combining two greens, combine a green and red. What about that? It's simple
I
instruction.
mean, that's fine. I mean, combining two greens is fine if you get a third one.
But just combine it with a red. Any of the 5 reds we have
Yeah,
in
someone
the
did
trunk.
comment on why I didn't combine things. I'm like, because I just forget.
So that's changed. A second ago, it's my fault now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is definitely so. Now we combine all the time. Constant.
I mean, I examine everything.
Hey, you
As soon
read
as I get
everything.
it,
Even when Mr. X is after you. Like, let me just, yeah, wow, the nice report.
I mean, the good thing
Sure
is,
about it.
but the good when you open that, it pauses the game.
Yeah, but that's something I was talking about off mic. I think that's a flaw of the game slightly.
Let's get into that then. What? So you were having a problem with the fact you can pause.
I think on one episode you even tried it. Brought up the map to see like things, and I think your
Mr. X is walking, the map comes up and he stops and we're like, nice.
I was like, nah. But doesn't that destroy the whole like intensity the game's working hard to create? It's working hard, and I think the music does as well. Crucially, early on when you heard the footsteps, you were a mess. Remember in the like
I kept going, it just really freaked me out.
You were just no, we need to go, and you were more calm, and it was lovely to see actually.
It's a real highlight. No, I did not like that because for some reason it didn't seem to give you the direction, and I really thought it was. So I kept hearing them from here, thinking, "Shit, he's there. Mick, why are you not turning around? Mick, he's there." And then he would come from over here, and that really threw me off. I think it was just a generic sound that once he's chasing you,
it
you
wasn't
just
like
hear.
in your left ear because he was on the left.
Yeah, which is what I was feeling. I'm going, why is he not acknowledging this? Because it probably wasn't in your left ear or something.
But I think the main because I have tried the game twice before, on my own, and I've stopped playing twice before, mainly because of Mr. X's footsteps outside the room, and I'm like, I'm not going out there. I'm not doing it.
So I got that. Mine was a real reaction.
I'd already lived
up.
through that sort of thing.
Hey, nobody knew it was coming and he braved it. He's still good for you.
It's the footsteps, and then when the music kicks in, I think again it destroys like.
We've said actually.
I need to pause to think.
Yeah, which is why you're
it's
saying.
true, but why can't you like make it an option? Like you could have it as an option, and if you don't want to play it like that,
I wonder if you
like
do it on
man's
that next
mode, for instance, or something, in like your mode.
Yeah, like you've got that Pac-Man Junior, haven't you? For kids.
Baby's first console, kind of like.
Die mode would be amazing. You see, now I'm easy to play a game on easy. I don't. If somebody
Oh
wants
no,
to play
you've
a game
tried. You've tried many times.
Well, saying that, I was a bit, and I did say, if I die 3 times in a row in one place, we will take it down.
Yeah.
And then it gave us the option to do that when you died 3 times. And then I went, actually, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no.
And I didn't do that. And I finished it.
We're proud of you, Mick.
Thank you very much.
Well,
In a weird way.
but yeah, you're right. If you could have a feature where even the map, I think pause is a pause. You could have a pause, but if literally all it does is say pause and gives you no help, it's the fact that you can check items paused, check a map paused. It kind of does take away from. I liked it because I
Do you think it's not very real life? If, like,
No, I think it does. It gives you that bit of safety, though, doesn't it? Where you can.
right, it does.
But the game's working so hard to make us feel like that. So like that's something to admire about the fact they can actually push those buttons with you.
And it takes you out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine watching
I
a
get
film
that.
where it did that. Like
Well,
it's
I would.
worked so hard.
I'll give you that. If they did that, that's fine. If they made the aim a little bit better, so I could shoot.
Oh, you want auto aim?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Well,
what
yeah,
Well, I've just put that something you said before. We've contemplated before filming that should we take the music off, because I do think sometimes it gives you music cues well before there's actually a monster there. And we have spoke about that. Would it be scarier without the music? We might try that on one of them. Take the music off and see.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I think you can take. the
You
music
be able to turn the volume down.
Right,
On the
I see,
music.
yeah.
So I
Sound
wonder
effects
how it would feel, because you're right. When it was just the footsteps, I was thinking, "Fuck, this is."
That shit was
And I think if I heard the noises, it's the noises in the distance that get me more than the thing walking through the door. Mm-hmm. It's the contemplation of.
It's the shadows that get me. Like, quite a few times I was scared of the shadows. My own shadow, mostly.
Yeah, there is a few times.
It's like, oh, that's no, it's just my
That
shadow.
mirror scared you that time when you see yourself. Like I,
I mean,
don't
a
mean
mirror,
in real life.
a mirror
I mean
scares
in
me
the game.
every day.
You came into a room and there was a zombie. You were like, whatever, and then you see now, oh shit, what's that? You know, it's just a broken mirror.
I mean, It does make me wonder. I didn't know if anyone would enjoy watching me play a game badly, because I've never once said I'm any good at games. I just play games, and I usually, if I'm rubbish at them, like I am at Resident Evil 1, 2, and you'll find out in 3,
4, 5.
I've tried 4 and 5 yet, so I don't know if I'm shit at them yet. But yeah, because normally on all these videos, folk are really good at the games, so they're like powering through the games and stuff like that. But I would just give up, as I have done many times with games. Right, I'm not very good at this. I'm not getting any further. I'm not enjoying it, so I'll just stop. But this is a good way of doing it, because I'm getting pushed. I'm getting pushed into doing it.
I don't think you're bad at. Maybe we've went on a bit too
far.
I just think there's certain things are your weaknesses. You know, like Messi isn't very good at defending.
Yeah, you're not very good at shooting.
Yeah, shooting and
reading a map.
navigating.
We actually had someone, one of our followers who has commented a fair few times, Captain Anorak, so shout out to Captain Anorak there. He commented at one point, 2 of you debating on where you need to go reminds me of a married couple trying to read a map after they've got lost on a drive.
That's quite accurate, yeah.
Actually,
This is very accurate.
it is the amount of times we go, check the map, just check the map. And then the second the map goes down, if you need to turn right, you go left. Every time you go, oh, shit,
Well, it's
wrong
when I look at it, I'm like, right, I'm going to go that way. And I was like, shit, did I go? No. Oh, no, I'm going the wrong way. Every time.
Luckily, I'm starting to get a bit better at saying left or hard left, or I'll start putting that in. You said you wanted a clip. How about putting up this clip after I introduced it here? Was that in episode 7, when you walk into the library and you're shooting all these zombies and you walk backwards up the stairs and never think to check, is there a zombie on the stairs? And we both shit ourselves. Let's watch that.
Yeah, shoot.
It was these two that did you in, wasn't it? Right.
They just appear from nowhere in this game. Like,
No, that zombie appeared on the stairs the second you walked in the room. Just never
I
thought to
didn't
look.
see it, so it appeared from nowhere.
That's not how appearing from nowhere works.
Well, it kind of is. It appeared from nowhere in my eye line.
I don't know. Just
So, like, if
Mik
somebody
the
right now
magician.
was to walk up behind me,
everyone close their eyes. I'm going to appear out of nowhere.
No. I don't mean like it materialised. It just, to me, it appeared out of nowhere. So, like, if someone was to walk behind me now and like put their hands on my shoulders, I'd go, "Jeez, you peeps, you've appeared out of nowhere."
Yes, but if someone walked into it, you all right, Mik, you all right? How we doing, Mik? Then did it. And you went, whoa.
At no point did that zombie say 3 times "Hello, mate."
No, but he's walking down the stairs.
He didn't make that noise. Well, I thought it was maybe the one in front if he did. Oh man.
There was also one attack, and I don't know if it was the same one, where afterwards when you got away from them, you were doing this as you were running, and I do that, you know, like as if that's making
Yeah,
things
I do
faster.
that.
Oh, he's moving away.
It's
So yeah, in the last few like the boss fights and stuff, like I'm gonna take the wheels off that chair or something because I'm like I'm moving away or I'm like over this side, all over the place. Keep having to pull the chair back and correct myself.
It's definitely taken away any illusion where you said to me you don't jump easily.
Yeah.
That has gone. That has completely gone. I came in and I owned how often I jump, but I don't feel like I'm the only one that's...
Yeah, well, I mean, I never thought I did, but then I obviously don't know. I don't pay attention to it, so...
There's
well,
loads of the first time, and you become desensitized to it yourself when you watch it. You're like, oh wow, he's jumped, and then later on you're like, oh yeah, fine, that's happened a million times now.
yeah, I think when I said that, I was thinking more on films
Oh, right.
as opposed to interactiveness.
Alright,
Fair enough.
interactiveness.
Oh, video gaming. Playing.
Before I continue, do you have any bits you'd like to talk about? Is there anything?
Yeah, I've noticed that you guys have now just started giving me orders in the videos. Telling me to put things up on the screen.
But
Which,
one of the things about us, we
Go
don't
on,
actually
bro.
write. We don't write that down. So there's loads of times where Tom doesn't get those orders. And then that just kind of get cut. Or but yes, I'll give you
We're
Billy
talking
Oh,
Joel.
right.
the whole video.
Suddenly I need to go and find images of Billy Joel and and make a Billy Joel song.
Well, yeah,
so we
he
don't
did.
so we
Mr.
don't
X.
get in trouble for using the original. Yeah.
Mr. X, when he doesn't have a hat, looks like Billy Joel.
Yeah.
So of course I'm going to have to get you to put a picture of Billy Joel up.
And Darth Vader.
And Darth
Darth
Vader.
Vader,
Yeah,
yes.
of course. Yeah, I like that though. I'm glad I told you that.
I think it's rather than it being orders, it's more a reminder.
A reminder to do this or else.
Yeah. No. It's more like it comes in the head, so it gets said.
Yeah, that's the problem. We should be writing it down.
I've got a
Because the
controller in
problem-
my hand.
Yeah, but after that's what I'm saying. I should be writing it down because afterwards, Tom then doesn't watch the video.
Forget.
This is a test to see if
Tom's
I'm
actually
watching the video.
sitting doing work while sitting doing other things with headphones on, so he doesn't have to hear us most of the time.
You didn't used to have headphones on. That's definitely become a newer occurrence. I think the more we
Resident
squeal.
Evil
Resident Evil 2 changed that. Had you played this before?
Yes, I went through it. I didn't like it initially, but then
You still
rewatching news, I was like, I didn't realise how intense it was. I didn't find it
Because
intense.
you just casually walked through and didn't get scared.
I don't find games scary. Like, I don't know what it is. And that's why I'm a bit jealous of almost this ability to...
Childlike fear.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Like, that's what the game's setting out to do. So I'm glad that you find it that scary. I didn't find it that scary.
Maybe stop
Definitely
pausing
sounds
it.
backhand.
I'm getting lost and stuff.
Yeah, get lost loads. Use all your bullets up, and don't ever combine your health.
Yeah,
Try that.
that's what I should have done.
Don't play it
That's
right.
hardcore mode, is it?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Every time you're about to do a headshot, just put it up.
When you're aiming right at the zombie's head, just go. Like that.
No,
And
it's
then-
not. It's not that. That's a bit unfair. So it's you aim and that's it. It's you get the aim and you hit one side,
But
mid.
Third
in
time's
my
a charm.
defence on that one, I want to point out that
one?
it's times. No. In my sometimes I'll shoot and I'll have it aimed right at their head. I'll shoot and the zombie will go.
Yeah,
Bullet
there's also
time.
that thing though where you're actually supposed to aim until the thing.
The amount of times you've been saying that.
He still doesn't know.
The little receptacle.
Yeah.
Receptacle.
Really?
Receptacle. I tried not to say it, but it's what's it called? A reticle?
It's a receptacle, isn't it?
A receptacle's what you put something in.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
Sight
a
thing.
reticle.
A reticle, is it?
If anybody knows, please put a comment below.
Mr. Gonarchs probably would, wouldn't he?
It's a captain.
Captain Gonarchs. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't spend
do
10
not
years at sea
disrespect.
to be known as Mr.
I apologise.
He's gonna go home and start Mr. Allen. Commander in Iraq, just because he's so annoyed that someone likes us.
Yeah. This seat's taken, pal. No, I'm only kidding. Have you ever played XCOM? You know, the
Alien
tactical...
one. Don't like tactical games. I'm not very good at tactical games.
Well,
You don't like stuff. You don't like tactical. You don't like horror games.
I didn't like.
You've
horror
opened
games.
the perfect place for any retro bake.
yeah, only if it falls between this narrow window of games.
I mean, it's quite a window, but yeah. I'm good at Cuphead though.
No, we'll do Cuphead one.
Yeah, and then we might say.
Oh, there's plenty of videos.
Yeah, that you've edited.
No, I didn't edit them. It's just me playing.
So in XCOM, the reason I bring it up is when you're everything's got percentages on, and there's times when there's you're a sniper class or something, and there's an alien literally over there, and it's 98% chance of hitting, and you fire that and it misses. There's nothing you're telling the character to do something rather than you doing it,
okay.
and it's really infuriating. But now I'm starting to see how that could actually happen.
So what you're saying is, I am like the computer character
in XCOM,
with a 98% chance of hitting.
Speaking of missing, I think let's blast this clip up. The very end, when you've got one rocket left in your rocket launcher, a door opens and out piles definitely 4, but maybe 5 or 6 zombies. You line them up, shoot, they all move, and you miss every single one. Let's see that.
It's a good one.
That was good.
Just tell me I'm alive.
You are alive.
Oh no, you've arrived.
Yeah.
What's that all about? I have to shoot these bastards, aren't I?
How do you do that? So what happened there, Nick? They moved their heads.
Moved their heads. Well, they did.
All of them.
All of them. The plan was, they're all coming. I've got a rocket launcher. I'm just going to shoot them all in one go, and it just goes right through.
And it was the fact that we were pretty sure that was the end of the game. Because we just killed Mr. X.
Yeah.
There was no more to do. And there was no more to do.
No.
But
There was to kill those zombies.
that was...
And then I had to
the
shoot
easiest
them all
part.
with my 5 bullets out.
You went on a killing spree.
I did.
Did you say something as you fired that rocket? Like, here comes the pain. Something like that.
No, I'm glad it didn't now though.
There goes the pain.
I'm going to miss you, motherfuckers.
You literally...
Yeah. No, I'm glad I never said anything.
What I was going to say before. Oh. Cut that, Tom.
At least they're using your name rather than just cut it.
When you first played, were you expecting the lickers to appear at that first corridor where the lickers appeared in the first one? Them not appearing there did me in.
Clever wasn't I?
Because all the way through, and then our licker appeared and just killed us from the shadows. We were absolutely deprived of that moment. But what did you think when you played? Because I was waiting for it. From then on, I was going, it's coming.
There's that iconic bit, isn't there, in the original
The
Resident
video
Evil 2?
comes down from the roof.
Yeah. Yes, and you were saying, I remember this.
Yeah.
And it never happened, yeah. The weird thing is, I don't know if I played as Jill on Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Claire.
I don't know if I did play as Leon.
But we read beforehand that his was the more story-filled, like the more detective work. We are going to, at some point, try and play the other side of it. We hope.
Brightness.
No.
We're swapping roles for that one.
Definitely not. That'll be you. That can be if we ever start like a Patreon. People can pay us to make you do that. Okay. Or if they pay us enough, I'll do it. That'd be
Okay, even better.
be a lot of money to do.
I'll be a worse co-driver though.
I know. I'm worried about that because you said you wouldn't play Last of Us, and I've played Last of Us, and I would play it, but I don't know what you'd be like as a co-pilot. I feel like you would just go, stop hiding, get out there, kill it, stop hiding.
I'd have to see how you play.
Very stealthy.
Well,
'Cause I'm
tell
fucking
you stop
terrified.
hiding. Stop.
You have to play stealthy on Last of Us.
See, that's why I hate it.
A few people I know don't like that game. Like,
He won't play any stealthy game. Any.
I agree with him on some levels. I'm a bit more tolerant to stealth than you,
Yeah, I'm not tolerant in the slightest.
but
I
only
was-
a little bit.
I was telling him today, asking if you played Gears of War, which you hadn't, and we said maybe we will play that at some point, because surely that's the perfect... Have you played Gears of War?
Yeah, sorry.
That's the perfect game if you don't like stealth.
Oh,
That is just scene after scene of running at the enemy and shooting.
like Doom, the new Doom's anti-stealth.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads not. I just don't touch ones that are. And unfortunately, a lot that are nice, the big story ones. So, like the start of Evil Within, very stealthy.
Yeah, we talked about Evil Within. A few people have said we should play Evil Within, but you
Yeah.
said it was stealth.
I mean,
there's no way I'm playing it.
Apparently, it's quite. It's not. It doesn't stay stealthy, but it's getting past that stealth bit. So, The Last of Us, when I tried to play that, I must have done it about 10 times trying to get like. And you're like sneaking past the police people, and I just couldn't do it. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. I can't jump out and shoot them all. I'm not interested. Badly, miss them.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot at them and miss them.
Alert them
Should
to your
point out.
presence.
Yes.
So another bit that I liked was, I've put down here, episode 17, was when it was kind of the point of Mr. X really chasing us. And he comes in, when we're in that room with the little buttons, and he opens the door. I don't think we've seen him at that point open a door.
With little buttons.
deposits box room with the
Oh
where
God,
the buttons
yes.
are missing.
Oh, safety deposit room.
That's it. And then
Yeah,
I think we could show a clip of this actually because I've got a bit. And you just go, I don't know what to do.
I think did I just pause it?
No, you just ran and you ran into the bit where it
Oh,
says
was that another zombie
welcome
though,
Leon,
around the
welcome
corner?
Leon. You run away from a liquor. Mr. X is behind you, and you just go, I don't know what to do.
That's when you tested the map theory, and it
Yeah, it was just
reassured
after
you,
that, yeah.
and then you just went in there and tried him like a Benny Hill character. You like led him around like that. That's why I don't find it scary. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but
He's
we
just-
didn't realise you could do that
Is that
until you do.
yeah,
It kind of
it
does
reassures
take-
you though,
yeah,
doesn't it?
right. And that was the thing on was it Resident Evil 3, the original, where we would just like bust through a wall, stuff, and you just never knew. And I think once we knew that Mr. X is coming through doors, he's going around tables. It did take a bit. There was one bit in the library where we watched him walk past, and you just went through another door. And went, oh, see you later, mate. We thought,
we stood
fine.
upstairs.
Yeah.
And he just came out one door, didn't look at us, and went out through another door. And I went like, see,
He's off to
you're
the
not
paper
all
shop.
that. You're not all that.
But let's quickly watch that one where Mick said he didn't know what to do.
Okay.
He's behind you. Can he get in here?
I don't know.
Mick is supposed to tell me these things.
I don't know.
I love that. Did you hear the door close behind you?
It's like everything's going on in here.
It's horrible.
Oh, shit.
Fucking hell. Why? Can he turn around? Does he have to? Don't go out there. The liquor's out there and all the stuff's in there. Why are you leaving all the stuff?
I don't know. I don't know what to
I
do.
think what you're supposed to do is go around, grab the stuff, go around, grab the stuff, go around, grab the stuff.
I didn't look at the numbers.
Oh, you've got to put them in.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right. Oh, hello.
All right. Okay. This is going to give us a chance. He's going to be following you all of this now. That's the thing. Get in there. Oh, the liquor though. I was going to bring up a really well done bit, which I wouldn't say it's a really good bit, but it was well done, was Kendo and his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
That broke me. It was horrible watching that, knowing, fuck, we're being filmed here, I've got to try and not
cry.
It just made me so sad.
Try not.
And the fact you didn't get that sad, and I thought, why is he not sad? And you didn't realise you just killed his daughter.
Well, I thought.
You went, I'm going to have to go in there and kill her. And I went, he's just killed his own daughter, we heard it.
Yeah, and then it dawned on me, alright, yeah. If I just turned around and looked at your face, I wouldn't know.
Alright,
Oh my god. He's just going to kill his own daughter. I'm putting myself in his shoes thinking, fuck, what would you do? Your daughter's been bitten, she's going to turn, someone's got to do this. I'm going, fuck, that's a hard. You're going, I'm going to have to kill that bitch. Well, we go straight from that into a giant crocodile.
Wow, it's all over the shop here.
It's like, we go from that. I feel really sad here. Fucking giant crocodile.
I mean, that kind of bleeds on to the bits I hated, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we're getting to, I've literally put sad bit followed by the worst bit.
Sewers.
The sewers.
Hate the sewers.
I'm going to
I don't know of any game that's got a nice, fun bit in sewers.
You're not fancy hanging around the sewers like.
Well, I said,
Well, Buffy the Vampire Slayer makes it like kind of cool hanging about.
and the
sewers.
turtles.
Turtles?
Yeah, that's true.
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah,
They go down pipes all the time.
He just blew his mind.
with that badass
But
music
it's-
as well.
Mario's a plumber.
I nearly said Mario's a plumber there as well. Yeah.
But what I said I don't know if I said it in the video, or if I just keep thinking it, but what happens in the sewer
Stays in the sewer.
I was tempted to say that.
could be taken out of there and put in any other setting. Nothing about it being in a sewer was necessary,
Apart from the big crocodile.
apart from the big crocodile. But you could have had a big crocodile running through the streets.
I know, but everybody knows they live in
All
the
right,
sewers.
big crocodile out the sewers,
Because
back
they've
to the
got dropped
streets.
down the toilet.
But you could take that map, that basic map, and put it in something slightly more entertaining.
But is it not the Hanna-Barbera kind of like theory? So like,
Everything's better in a sewer.
Let's set things in a desert, or like something where there's hardly any background because we don't have to make that.
Sewers, mines.
Sewers,
and
mines, yeah.
I think this is supposed to be enclosed and scary, but it just
No, it
pisses me
hasn't.
off. It just pisses me off. I don't like it. I don't find it fun. And what I really didn't find fun is, I'm sure the bit you didn't really find fun is straight after the sewers.
Fucking Ada.
Ada. Fuck. That bit.
Well, no.
Not Ada personally.
I want to point out, it's not Ada I have a problem with. That you go about with this gun that sees through walls to electrical cables, and you have
The
to
only
hunt
good
them.
bit was wires have two ends, dickhead. Where you were going, I've checked the wire, and I went, but it has another end.
Did you wire this shop? 'Cause
Yeah, you go up there, they're just all hanging out.
No, I didn't
No.
actually.
That-
I don't touch electrics.
That game mechanic
It
was
terrible.
horrific.
I did notice the energy changed completely when you.
And also the wording every 2 minutes. I went, this is such a stupid game mechanic. This stupid mechanic. It was just terrible.
I don't know what they were trying to achieve.
It was
They
so-
were trying to make it so you felt there was a hurry because you were being chased by zombies. And you didn't
But it
have many
slowed the whole
weapons.
game down.
Yeah, I hated it.
So putting them, you're doing that, and you've got Mr. X chasing you as you're doing it. So you almost had to die to know. Well, I've seen these ones, and these are the ones. It did help. The second time we did some of them after dying, being able to go. Well, that's the one we'll have to do to get this other door open on the other side.
That's a really good point that I didn't take. It's most of the time during the game, you feel like you could do it first time. Like you always think, if I'd shot that zombie at the right time, if I'd dodged here,
There's the zombies in the head.
the only way you could have done that first time is by fluke.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you knew, right, it's that one that connects to that
You
one,
were
that
through the
connects to
other
there.
room.
You go through that room, then connect that one to
You
there.
had to come back and do the other one before you could open that door because it
Yeah.
was the way you'd switched them previously. Yeah.
And it's just, I hated it. It really zapped every bit of energy. We could go back, and we're not even going to have a clip. If you could go back and watch that episode if you want to see how much we dislike it. I think at one point, did you zoom through it? So you're zooming through as we died, and it just keeps stopping with us going, nah, shit. I just don't know why they put it in. I don't know what they were trying to achieve at that section. It added
If you
nothing.
play as Claire, do you
No,
use Ada?
No, you go to the orphanage.
it's so like.
All right.
You meet Sherry Birkin, no, William Birkin, the big monster.
Uh,
You meet his daughter at the orphanage. Sherry.
she's not the one.
the little girl.
The,
No, there's a bit.
No, that's the Resident Evil one.
At the very end. It's at the very
chasing
end.
us with a chain.
When you
wavy.
got on the train,
Yeah.
and Claire was there with the little girl.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
little girl, yeah.
Yes, that was the two things I hated most.
I wasn't a big fan of the labs either, to be honest. I think its locations. Every Resident Evil game for me starts in an amazing location. You've got the mansion. You've got
station.
They've got police station. You've got the city. You've got all these things,
Yeah.
and then it quickly goes down to sewers, mines, labs, like generic, boring locations. I
You know,
just
it's called Resident Evil. Like it's called Resident Evil.
More
in
residents.
In the first one, in a mansion, and then really they should have just changed the name.
Changed the name. That was a residency. So yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
well, no, I can
Sewer
accept
zombie.
two and three. I can accept as there's at least people living there, but
In the police station.
well, it's in Raccoon City though, isn't it?
Okay.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
resident-y, but then I think technically there's residents in all of them.
Oh, we really should mention the burger that the truck drivers
Oh,
are.
Yeah, you
did
love
look
that,
good,
didn't it?
yeah.
It didn't look good.
No,
does look good.
I agree with you. It
didn't.
No. It looked
That,
like
that's
looked
just
like Slimer.
that's just for you, Tom.
Slimer.
It looked like
Man did
a
up there.
modern version of Slimer. You know, like where they put loads of
And you're a
CGI.
vegetarian, so that's why you didn't like the look of it. to be
Yeah.
fair.
If that was even.
Some of the cool. No, it wasn't. Forget it. I'm on the
You're
wrong
going to talk
game.
about food.
No.
Bubble Bubble. That's.
Oh, I was thinking
Stack of
Resident Evil
pancakes.
3.
Oh,
I'm thinking
we've started playing Resident Evil 3. That's,
Yeah, I know.
what do you think of Mick versus dogs?
Oh, that your mind reader, because I was going to mention your observation. Why are they all Dobermans? Which is it's great that because I never thought of that. Why are they not like Alsatians, which is more associated with attack dogs in a police station? So why are they all that? I wonder if there was some focus point about because shooting dogs is
They'd
very
already-
controversial.
Maybe they'd
Dobermans
already
are-
made them and just thought, fuck it.
Maybe
it's
I'm
probably-
overthinking all of this.
You just said they use the sewers so they don't have to.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Dobermans are quite intimidating looking
The
dogs.
devil dogs.
But why did they use them at the police station?
I don't think they did use them at the
Yeah, they were in the cages.
Yeah, because they were in the cage.
I wonder
Are
if
they
it's-
good at sniffing?
I've always thought that Dobermans had a bit of an attitude. Isn't the evil dog in Up a Doberman?
No, I understand why they used a Doberman for the scare factor in the first one. I
one of them
understand.
is. Yeah.
I understand why they used a Doberman. That it looked scary. The
I was
first
I was thinking of the one that talks. I was, you know, the oh, that one. I was like, no, it's not Doberman. Like, but yeah, what's that good dog called? Like good dog.
Doug.
Is it?
No.
It's Doug.
Is it Doug?
It's Doug. Yeah, sorry.
This is why these two don't do a video, and this is why Mick has to play the game. Because this is what I'd be shitting myself playing Last of Us, and you'd be going, "What about that cat from what cat?" And you go, "Well, I saw something in
Benny.
the window."
It'll be Benny. Benny from Top Cat. That's who it was.
And then you'll say Barry.
Or boss cat in America.
Or boss guy. Yes.
What I was going to say about the Omen, that's where they're from. Like,
Right,
that's
yeah.
where like the
Oh, yeah,
devil's
of course,
dogs.
yeah.
That's they protect the son of Satan.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's where.
I understand it in the first one.
Evil
I think the
dogs.
first one you can go, right, they had a load of Dobermans protecting that house.
Mm-hmm.
It's why they never then put other dogs in
all.
any of the games. They're like, oh, we'll just use the Dobermans again. Come on, get the Dobermans out.
It's very controversial killing dogs, though. We've got to a
If
point.
there's zombified dogs, I'd be killing that. No controversy.
Yeah, but like there's parts in films and games and stuff where like you could kill like
Oh.
a million human beings, but like you kill one dog,
That
it's
would-
all like, oh no.
That would be, for me, I would find that so hard. Like,
Yeah.
I played, did you play any of the Walking Dead Telltale games?
They were not really my bag.
The second one starts with a dog, and you play as this little girl, and the dog comes over, and you can feed the dog and stuff, and then eventually the dog gets aggressive because it wants more food. So one of the things you can do is push the dog away, and you push it, and you hear a scream, and you look over, and there's 2 poles in the ground, and the dog's landed on the 2 poles, and you have to then choose if you want to kill the dog or leave it there to die. And that was horrible. I was like, I have this knife and I'm going to have to kill this dog because I don't want to leave it here. I don't want the cutscene of it being left here. So then you're there stabbing a dog. Like,
It was one of the
I had to turn
choices
it off.
gut it so you could eat the meat.
I had to turn the game off. I couldn't
I'm
play
more
it.
shocked that the dog was able to scream.
Dogs can scream.
Can they?
He's more of a yelp.
Have you ever stood on one's tail?
No, I haven't.
Fuck off, Mick!
I was going to say, I'm friendly to dogs. I don't do stuff like
I
that.
don't deliberately go back and stand on
Just testing
dog's
the
tails.
theory. Do you scream?
They make a yelp like a scream.
Do they?
Rabbits
stand
also.
corrected.
Rabbits talk.
What? It's Harvey the
No,
imagine.
my 2
imagine
rabbits. I used to have 2 rabbits. And they used to chatter to each other.
Oh, how's your
Then I probably not
how's you-
full on English language because that would be stupid.
how's your drug use nowadays?
Just recreational now.
Was it a huge rabbit with a top hat and cane?
No, they used to chatter to each other. You'd hear them if they wake up through the night if they were in, because sometimes we'd take them up north with us.
You're right, mate. Shall we kill him tonight?
Kids.
I've sharpened the carrot.
I want to eat his brains.
I think they're talking to each other again. No.
Yeah.
Shh,
used
Mick.
to have rabbits.
I did. I
You
didn't.
never hear them talk.
No.
You ever have them in the same room as you though? Like in
Yeah.
a cage.
I am. Yeah, well, yeah. We used to let them run around the house and
Yeah,
the
'cause
garden and stuff.
Very.
I
very-
love rabbits.
They do, like my 2 used to chatter to each other through the night.
I'm now a bit worried that my rabbits didn't talk. Does that mean I was a bad pet owner?
Well, it might have been that they
Master.
were chatter and saying they were going to kill me.
Did anyone else hear them talk? Paul says it all.
Bloody hell.
Did anyone else hear the rabbits talk, Mick?
I don't know. I'll have to ask my lass. Sure she used to hear them talk. Should have woke her up and says, Emma, they're talking.
Yeah, Mick, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she did.
And on that bombshell.
What do you think of William Birkin?
Which one was he?
Eyeball, shoulder man.
Him.
Okay, I did enjoy, and I think we can find the clip for this. The bit when you finally work out how to kill him the second time, by bringing the crane around really fast.
yeah.
And you set up, and it's coming, and you run, and he grabs it, and then it hits him, but it takes you with it. I love that. Let's see that.
Oh, hey.
Shoot him.
Oh no! Did we die there too?
What a way to go.
Did I fall over though?
Yeah, you went
Did it
off
go
and
down?
died.
Did it
Game
die?
over? Yeah, you die because you fly off with him.
My memory's bad, mate.
Yeah,
just
that
watched
just literally happened.
A second ago.
Do you want to see it again?
Yeah, please.
Oh no!
Oh yeah. Wow. Oof.
See, you did fall off.
Yeah. I quite liked some of the puzzles. But not all the puzzles. And that was a puzzle I
wasn't a
didn't
puzzle,
enjoy.
was
That was a puzzle. I'd have to get round here, do this bit, wait a little bit, wait on him moving towards me. That was a puzzle.
That was puzzling.
Puzzle in, I'll give you. Well, if it was puzzle in, it's a puzzle.
Okay, no. Did you find the last Birkin fight or Mr. X more frustrating? Mr. X is on
When
the
did I
lift.
die most then?
Mr. X.
Mr. X by far.
But that was because you were on that tiny space and someone was singing Billy Joel songs.
I mean, was it? I did only die like 3 times though. There was that one.
Maybe more.
Was it?
Let him remember it that
Yeah,
way.
3.
Yeah.
Was it more than that?
It was a long time. I got
Okay.
bored.
What about the
Seasons change.
so long I had to be fast forwarded? What about the eyeball boy?
Birkin.
How
That was the
many
one
times?
where you had to twice.
died twice.
times,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
Where you kept having to run and find stuff and run and find stuff and you used all your ammo.
I hated that. Now I remembered that when you were playing it. I hated that because you went through that same feeling of like, is this right what we're doing here?
It did feel like that sometimes. You didn't get like a trigger of going, oh yeah, I just have to use every bit of ammo. But it's
Yeah, it
seemed
did.
like
Towards the end of like doing them all, we were like, this is just to use up all our ammo, and then we'll go and get more as soon as we're done it.
yeah,
Which
and
it
then we'll
did
use
seem
it
to
all.
be
Yeah.
all the way, like after a couple of the boss fights in that one, where it was just you'd use up all the bits seemed to be leading up to a bit where you'd use up all your ammo, and then you knew you were supposed to because when you went through the next room after you'd done it, there was like 3 or 4 bits of ammo waiting almost for you to pick up, and it wasn't even on easy, so it wasn't Barry leaving them.
Barry.
Oh, God bless him.
Any more bits that anyone wants to talk about? Or not?
I don't think so. I mean,
But did you like it?
I'm glad I played it through to the completion. I am glad I played it through to completion. Did I enjoy it? Yes and no.
Why yes and why no?
I enjoyed it because I've completed it. I
No,
didn't enjoy
because
it
you
because I played it. I don't know. I don't know. It was just. It wasn't as fun as it didn't look.
I don't know. There's bits I really liked. I think the first half I enjoyed. I think we were a bit shit. We kind of some of the comments even said we run past the bit we were supposed to go to and go the long way round, then run past the bit we're supposed to go to.
I think that's
The
easy
bo-
though when you've played it quite a few
Yeah,
times.
no, but I think that
to
was.
do that.
I think that it did take us a bit longer than it probably could have. But that set.
But like, if we were to complete that now,
we'd still be shit.
yeah, I wouldn't remember.
I was going to say, you're proving that your memory, you wouldn't remember where you were going.
It's getting worse.
But I think that I like that setting. I like that because we fucked up and started out halfway through. We killed Marvin, but then didn't kill him in the end. So we haven't.
Yeah,
killed
we
Marvin.
didn't
That's
kill
good
him.
to
That's
know.
right.
That's good to know.
Nice.
Yeah,
he
well,
lives on. And
Yeah.
But there's a video of his death, but that's not canon. That's not part
No,
of the
it's not.
continuity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
So-
forgot about that. That's quite a fun little.
I liked the intensity at the beginning. I thought that was funny. I liked when Mr. X did come. I thought, that my heart just went. I thought from now on, you were on the edge of your seat constantly. Luckily, we got rid of that quite quickly. Got down the sewers, and I thought from then on, sewers,
Yeah.
Ada, lab, just
Like I said earlier, the energy did change. Definitely.
Just, yeah.
Colour drain from my face.
It would be interesting when you finish all this to rate them and see, like, what do you think so far? Do you think the original remake is better than the second remake?
I think.
I think it'd be hard to say whether one was better or not better. I think
hard to compare,
I think
isn't it?
it's
but we're gonna.
visually The second one was tons better.
It was
It
beautiful.
looked fantastic. They'd done such a good job in taking what now looks really dated from Resident Evil 2 to what it is now. But whether it was a better game, it was more stressful. So I suppose
Definitely more intense.
if you like that sort of thing, then yeah, it was a better game. I don't even feel it was longer either, was it?
It wasn't longer. Well, the way
we
played it wasn't.
replayed it, but I'm sure we left out like loads of stuff on the map not touched.
Thought it seemed. I thought it was good, but it seemed like a modern game, just a normal modern game. Where I thought playing through the remaster of Resident Evil felt like a very unique experience. I can't think of anything else that was like that. And I thought the things they added in Resident Evil 1 from the original, so all that stuff with that monster woman.
The chain wifey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Chain girl.
you know. I thought that was a nice little add-in story, and it gave you a bit of that kind of Mr. X Nemesis feel of someone can turn up at any time and you can't kill her. So that added a bit of that in. But I thought the rest of the game for Resident Evil 1 was very unique. That the setting was. I feel like in Resident Evil 2, there's bits where you had to go somewhere, go back, and go around again. And that got tedious quick when Resident Evil, the amount of times you walked down the same corridor didn't really bother you. And then what they would do in that one is suddenly you'd walk down the corridor for the 50th time, and this time a zombie jumps through the window. They were good at triggering these little points. And I thought Resident Evil 2 felt a lot more like a modern game. And I feel like we've just started Resident Evil 3, and I feel like that's got exactly the same feel, just a modern kind of.
It's going to be very
game.
interesting to see what our roundup of Resident Evil 3.
Yes, because so far we're a bit on the fence of what we think, but we'll talk about
And
that.
I've never played it.
We've
Have you not
fallen
played
right
it?
off the fence.
No, I've only played a little bit of the original
Right.
on the PlayStation 1.
Okay.
But never the remake. I've heard it's very short.
Well,
It-
we'll see now. But I think.
I remember it being short on the PlayStation.
Both versions.
Yeah, so I think we've covered most of the stuff. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I thought the story was quite good. I would like to see the other side of it, Claire, and kind of see how that lines up in this version. But I still think I preferred
The first one.
For its uniqueness, I just think it felt different. I would quite like them to do a remake of that.
A remake of what?
Like an actual, because that was kind of a remaster, wasn't it? It was.
Oh,
it was
sorry,
a
right, I get you.
Make
Yeah.
one with the kind of style of 2, but not change the around aesthetic. Kind of have the over the shoulder camera.
I'd like to see a
angle and
Dino
see-
Crisis remake.
Oh yeah, we've been talking about Dino Crisis recently.
Dino Crisis remake.
Yes, I've never went back to them. I didn't really like them. Like,
I think it'll do great though.
yeah.
Imagine getting chased by Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
That would be good, yeah.
Brian's gonna shit himself.
Zombies against the
I'm
T-Rex.
scared of dinosaurs and the very real possibility they could be chasing you down the street.
Any more real than zombies chasing down the street?
Oh no, no, it's all
I
nonsense.
don't get scared of the thought of this could happen. I just jump easily.
I did see that in
Yeah,
action.
that's-
More
that's-
so in 2. It was.
Yeah, I just
over
jump
level.
really easily. I don't really get scared of the. I get sad when someone has to kill their child, but
I mean, that's pretty normal if you're paying attention.
Alright.
okay. So yeah, tomorrow we start Resident Evil 3. Let's see how that goes. We'll do a roundup of that, and then hopefully we're going to be getting close to the brand new Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
Looks great. So, anything else you want to say, Mick?
Don't think so. I think that's everything.
Come to Retro Bay Cafe.
Of course, yeah. Come around a big
In
coffee.
Whitley Bay.
Got some mugs.
Drink
great
some coffee, play some games.
Yeah.
Play.
And if you want, you can play Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2 and 3, the originals, but not when this kid's about.
Right. Do the Mick wave. See you later.